morning, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, chewies and chewettes. Happy Friday. It's 10:10. Wow, I can't believe it. Another week gone. We have gone through a lot of stuff this week, guys. I hope that you guys are doing amazing today. Muy buenos días, muy buenos días. Ay, guys. Welcome back to the pre-market stream. We got a lot to cover today. Gold just hit 4,000 an ounce. Nvidia's climbing again. The government shutdown still hasn't ended. And even Ray Dalio's warning about what he calls a civil war brewing in the US, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the chat room. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts on Ray Dalio's comments. And guys, if you have the time, go ahead and check out my music DEIVED on all streaming platforms. And I released a lyric video called Memorias on this channel only, bro. And my friend Rhymester as well, he's actually tagged in the video, so go ahead and check it out, guys. I really appreciate you all for your amazing support. And let's not forget, we are celebrating 1 million views on Billonario, which is amazing, guys. Very, very good. Thank you for everybody supporting my channel and supporting me as an artist. But anyways, I don't want to bore you with details or more than that. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go over a stock market heat map, a crypto bubbles, and what's really moving the market this morning. Appreciate you appreciate you all for the support. Okay, guys, let's start with what's happening in the markets, then we'll go through Ray Dalio's gold and AI stocks one by one. Okay, guys, first off, the stock index futures. All right, futures are up a little bit this morning, nothing crazy, but green is green. S&P 0.2% up, the Nasdaq 0.2% up, and the Dow is up 0.1% up. But here's the thing, guys, traders are still nervous because the US government shutdown keeps dragging on. Yesterday the Senate couldn't pass 2 funding bills, so basically the government is still closed, and now people are saying this could go into next week or longer. That means key data like the CPI inflation report next week might not even come out. What? That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. So right now everyone is kind of flying blind. No job report, no CPI, no clear picture of the economy. So what do you guys think? Will this shutdown go over 25 days? Drop a yes or no in the chat. Let me know. Very curious. But now let's go ahead and talk about Ray Dalio's comments over here, saying Ray Dalio warns of debt surge brewing, civil war in the US. I really wish the United States was a little bit more unified. Even the perspective of everything that's been happening regarding immigrants and even Puerto Ricans, and I really want to see a unified world. But anyways, let's talk about Ray Dalio, the billionaire founder of Bridgewater Associates. He gave an interview this morning warning that US debt is rising so fast it's becoming what he calls plague in the arteries of the economy. He said the US debt to income levels are looking like the years right before World War II, and that both political parties are ignoring it. Right now, the US debt is nearly 100% of GDP and projected to hit 116% by 2034, the highest ever. Dalio says if we don't fix this, it could lead to a kind of a civil war. Not necessarily a literal war, but deep internal conflict. Basically, his message is we're spending too much, not saving enough, and both sides are too divided to fix it. Kinda heavy stuff to start your morning, right? Do you agree with Dalio? Are we headed for trouble, or is it just another market scare? Let me know in the chat. But anyways, gold. Let's take a look at gold, guys, because gold has been an interesting story recently, and we called it out over here in the channel. We knew that gold was gonna go up, But gold today has hit 3,000. Well, actually, it hit 4,062 in yesterday, but today we're at 3,990s. We're still in an uptrend. I'm just waiting for that for that retest. I'm waiting for this to drop somewhere, and hopefully gold can give us an opportunity. Okay, it is crazy because gold has hit higher highs, and investors are nervous with the government shutdown, slowing data, and expectations of Fed rate cuts. People are moving money into safe havens. ETFs have poured in $35 billion just this year, breaking records, so gold's becoming the place to hide. Both institutions and retail are piling in. The key takeaway: gold is no longer a safety play. It's outperforming stocks this year. That's something to think about. Alright guys, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and pull out the AMD chart. Yesterday we closed at 232.89. Today we're at 231. Okay, why am I talking about this? AI stocks, Nvidia, AMD, Microsoft, they keep dominating the headlines. Okay, with AMD, you already know there's some partnerships happening with OpenAI. Nvidia as well, guys. 192 yesterday's close. Today we're at 193. Okay, Morgan Stanley met with their leadership and said Nvidia is gaining market share in cloud spending. They're saying the real AI transformation hasn't even started yet. Things like robotics, law, and healthcare are just the beginning. They project the AI infrastructure market. Welcome, Grace. I hope that you're doing good. They project the AI infrastructure market could reach $3 to $5 trillion by 2030. Contour just raised Nvidia's price target to $300, calling it the top pick of Wall Street. And let's go ahead and add Contour's target, $300. Bro, this is the highest target we've received from an analyst. Okay, I already called out a few, but now we got this one, bro. And not only that, I've been showing you every time I can a Fibonacci. So you just do the Fibonacci and you can see that Contour is actually way beyond my target from the Fibo levels. Let me see if I'm able to add another level to my Fibo. For example, no, I can't even, bro, I don't even have the other target. So I'm gonna leave it there, what we have, bro. But it's crazy. He's saying $300, and the highest was Loop Capital's 250. From where we are to $300, that's gonna be around $100, 55%, which is amazing. But anyways, let's continue. Got a lot of stuff to cover. Meanwhile, the US Senate passed a bill requiring Nvidia and AMD to prioritize US buyers before selling to China. That's the new GAIN AI Act, and it's meant to strengthen national security, but some say it could hurt innovation. Obviously, pros and cons in this situation. And like I said, AMD, bro. AMD currently at 231. Jeffries has a target of $300, and you can see that we are already starting to go up. So we are in profits. Not bad. China also tightened inspections on imported Nvidia chips, cracking down on smuggling and fake shipments. So this is all turning into AI supply chain chess match. Alright, chat. Who do you think wins the AI race long term? Nvidia, AMD, or someone like XAI or OpenAI? Let me know in the chats, or if you're watching the replay, in the comment section. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to EVs, and I want to pull out the Tesla chart, TSLA. By the way, guys, si ustedes quieren información en español, me dejan saber. If you want some information in Spanish, just let me know, my bros. Tesla reaching the resistance. We are currently at 436.75 pre-market. China just tightened export rules on rare earth metals, okay? which are crucial for making EV motors. They're what make cars lighter and more efficient. China controls over 60% of mining and 90% of processing globally. Welcome, Martin. How you doing, my bro? Lucid and Rivian are trying to build domestic sources in the US, while Tesla has a head start because of its partnerships in China. Wedbush says Tesla is still best positioned to handle it, even with tighter supply. So, the EV battle isn't just about cars, it's about who controls the minerals. Is it gonna be Tesla? And I'm actually buying a little bit of Rivian. We're currently at 13.13. I really think that whenever Rivian blasts off, we're gonna make some good profit, guys. I believe we can make some great profits in this one. Mizuho has a target of $70. We're currently at 13.13. So right now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm accumulating. Not a financial advice. Is what I'm doing is because I believe in this company, in this product, and I've seen it already in the streets and it looks good. But anyways, enough about my blah blah. Let's go to Microsoft. MSFT 522.4. Yesterday's close. We are 519 pre-market. You can see we are at a resistance. But Microsoft's running it into its own problem, not enough data center capacity. They're seeing so much AI demand that some US regions like Texas and Virginia are at max capacity until 2026, which that is wild. It shows how huge the AI boom really is. Amazon and Google are facing similar issues too. This shortage could actually slow down AI rollout for short term. But it's proof this isn't a hype bubble. This is real infrastructure level growth. And let me actually fix this a little bit so you guys can see everything. I apologize if you didn't see the ticker symbol and the price. There you go, guys. You can see Microsoft better now. Doing great, thanks. Hey, hope you're fine. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. A lot of work. I'm trying to put out a lot of content in music, in gaming, and everything. I feel pumped. You know what I mean? You guys are the fuel for my creativity. Waiting for BF6 start in 90 minutes. Okay, do you think China construction companies will rebuild Ukraine? Wow, that's a great geopolitical question. I'm not the best to answer that. But let me see. Let me think about this real quick. So, in my perspective, that's actually a great point that you're bringing up, bro. And I'm doing good, as I said, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if China ends up getting a piece of the rebuilding contracts. You know, they got the infrastructure power for it, and they're trying to expand influence in Europe. And it could get political, though. So who knows what's gonna happen there, bro. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Let me know, and if there's any other company you want me to review, just let me know, okay? And after Microsoft, let's go to a global update, guys. So let me go ahead and leave the stock market heat map because the market has opened. Today we're a little bit gray, as you can see. Some green here and there, not that much, but we're looking pretty gray. Green is Intel, Palantir, Oracle. Actually today we could end up green. Energy minerals, suffering there, all in red, all in the reds. And before we wrap up the headlines, guys, Israel and Hamas have agreed to a ceasefire deal. Trump helped broker it, and it includes a hostage release and troop withdrawal plan. This could ease global geopolitical risk a bit, at least for now, but it's still early, and we'll keep watching how markets react. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, that's your full pre-market rundown. Gold almost at 4K. AI stocks booming. Dalio warning about debt. And Nvidia still leading the charge. Now let's check out the crypto bubbles real quick. Salud. Crypto bubbles are actually in the green. I see Sora 90%. Sora, wow. ZEN 33%. Dash 43%. Alice 20%. Wow, there's a lot of great numbers in here for a pre-market, guys. Not bad at all. But what about Bitcoin? How's Bitcoin doing today? 121,896. We haven't gone higher from the all-time high. We're back to the previous highs. I don't think that's a bad thing. I still believe that Bitcoin can go higher. Ethereum is at 4,360s. XRP 2.82. What? Wow, 282. XRP, not bad. Cardano 82 cents. Dogecoin 25 cents. So not the best moment for crypto. And for my OMI homies, sadly, my bros, 0.00026. We reached the 200 EMA, and now we wait, bro. Maybe this is a re-entry. Who knows? Who knows? And let me check out a few items that I check out every day, as you already know. Since the market is open, Rivian 1310. I really want to see Rivian higher. Not biased. Palantir 185. Resistance, we haven't broken. NIO 7.27. Wow, that's pretty good. We're reaching the 200 EMA. We already reached a resistance. It seems like the RSI is crossing, so expect a bumpy ride. TerraWolf. Whoa! Whoa! What the heck, bro? 1486. Our entries at 50 cents, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. 2,799% of return. What is that? We're making profit. What is that? Wow. I actually gotta play the song, bro. Look at this, bro. Wow. What is that? We're making profit. We're making profit. What is that? We're making profit. Wow, we broke it. We're at 15. Wow, we reached $15, my bros. This is amazing. From 50 cents, we have reached $15. Desde 50 centavos a $15, guys. Wow. And Roth Capital has a target of $21.50. We already reached Northland Capital's target, Rosenblatt's target, Needham, Fitzgerald. Bro, I told you guys this was gonna go up because of the opportunity there is, specifically in the crypto market. That is crazy. 1502. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. If you entered this, bro, you're riding the wave with me, my bro. Wow, that's amazing, man. 10% already up in the pre-market. Out of everything that I'm looking over here, that's Clean Spark. Wow, bro. We're already 122%. Wow. Wow. Look at this. Needham already said he's gonna maintain the buy rating to $23, bro. $23. So we are so close already, bro. We're so freaking close. $23. That's too low, bro. That's too low. I really think this can go higher, but I'll add it, bro. It's fine. It is fine. Very fine. Bro, $23 is like literally there. Wow. I really think that this one can go even further up. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This can. We're gonna retest the resistance, as you already see, at $30, maybe 40s. If we break it, like good in a good way, bro, we can skyrocket like insane, bro. I don't wanna get too ahead of myself because I don't like speculation that much. But we need to have a little bit of a consciousness because euphoria is gonna kick in. You know how it is. Euphoria will kick in, and the decision making will go to the trash. So very, very, very careful, man. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, Martin said over here for China, Ukraine's reconstruction could serve as an external outlet for a slowing domestic economy, with growth constrained by 3 red lines policy and a heavily indebted property sector. Wow, gracias. Thank you for that information, my bro. It really helps understand a little bit of your perspective. I really appreciate that, my bro. Thank you. Legendary golden nuggets over there, bro. Not even from me. The DXY, bro, is actually doing phenomenal this week. I sadly didn't get profit from this one. Like, I knew that Auto USD was gonna go down. You can see that Auto USD definitely went down yesterday, bro, and it's still going down. It's gonna go even further down. This is what I was waiting for. Actually, I was waiting for this since August, bro. Since August, I was waiting for this downside to happen. And look, even GBP USD as, oh my God, seriously, I was waiting for this since August, bro. All of it, all of this. GBP down, USD JPY has to go up, 152.68. We're doing well there. You can see the weekly, we're in a bullish candle, but we are at a trend line, so be very, very cautious about that. But very nice, very nice. Sadly, I didn't get it, but I made profits in other ways. So XAU USD gold, as you can see, we are at 3,890s. If things slow down, like if things get better, hopefully in the world, maybe gold has to chill out. Chill out, gold. But you can see that we're still in an uptrend, so we haven't gone down, we haven't broken or anything. And what I will be waiting from gold is literally breaking a trend line. When we break a trend line, that's when we are gonna keep an eye on it and capitalize. Actually, since we are reviewing gold, I want to start drawing some support and resistance. I just don't see a strong zone, though. I see that we can fall, like, let me see. Yeah, I see we can fall up to here, 3,600s. If we do break. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. I do want to get a little bit of gold. Auto USD over here, bro, insane. 1.15693. GBP is at 1.32. I think that since it's Friday, this can change. I don't know. We'll see. We will have to wait and find out. And I think that's gonna be it. That's what I wanted to review today. But last thing, I want to check out TeraWolf 1510, bro. Let's go. We already reached 1520s. Oh my goodness, my bros. This is going insane, bro. This is insane. This is making profit. We're making profits. We're making good profits. But anyways, right, fam. That's your full pre-market rundown. Gold very close to 4K. AI stocks booming. Dalio warning about debt, and Nvidia still leading the charge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we checked out crypto bubbles. We already checked out even TeraWolf, which is insane. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and drop a like if you enjoy these daily breakdowns. It really helps push the stream out. And if you send a super chat, we are gonna do a spin of topics: gold, AI, Tesla, crypto, or whatever's trending today. But anyways, guys, I want to say thank you all for your amazing support. Thank you for tuning in. You are a legend. Tú eres una leyenda. Ladies and gentlemen, we do the videos con mucho, mucho amor. And as always, have a beautiful day. Let's go. When